right now on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
This is exactly what we want to eat, right?
This is it. Incredible innovations from the kitchen at Azure Restaurant and Patio. I've never had anything like this. Wait till you see how they're making hot wings with the other white meat.
Complete dude food.
Plus, ever had bourbon smoked grits?
That is smoking.
You'll see the secrets to making those, plus Azure's take on fried green tomatoes and much more. It's all local and it's all good as we go out to eat and behind the scenes at Azure Restaurant and Patio, right now on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Tim Laird with you again for another edition of Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. This time we're at Azure Restaurant and Patio. It's not our first time here by any means, but every time you come to Azure, you're guaranteed to find something new. Everything on the menu is full of innovation.
It's wonderful.
I love it. I'd put it right at the top.
People love Azure, not only because of the unique dishes, but also because of the fact that everything is fresh and as local as it can be.
We're kind of locally inspired but worldly influenced.
Jeremy Ashby is the mastermind behind everything at Azure, from the wide selection of flavor and innovations in the kitchen to the dining room, and of course, the patio. And we always love having him on the show.
You guys have a great program. It's fun, entertaining. It's so positive, too.
Coming up, Jeremy is going to share the secrets to one of his latest innovations. He calls them his pork belly wings.
Yeah, pork belly wings, and they were awesome.
This is the ultimate in wings.
This is what dreams are made of.
This is so unique.
Complete dude food.
The pork belly wings are like nothing you've seen or tasted before, I promise. You gotta stick around to see that. But first, check out Azure's twist on fried green tomatoes. For the secrets to those, I caught up with Chef Austin Popplewell, better known as Popcorn. Hello, Popcorn.
How you doing?
I love that name. I'll tell you
Thank
what.
you.
Popcorn grew up in southern Kentucky,
There's about 3 stoplights in my town where I'm from, so
and he grew up cooking with his family.
I first started cooking at about probably 7 or 8 with my nana. She's the one that taught me, a lot of things even before I went to school.
One thing his Nana taught him was how to make perfect fried green tomatoes.
Yeah, I love fried green tomatoes, Tim. That's one of the dishes I grew up on.
I saw one of these fried green tomatoes go out to the dining room. I thought, oh my God, those look great. And today, Chef Popcorn is revealing the secrets to how it's made.
I like to slice them nice and thick. So basically, I got your standard breading station here, just a little seasoned flour, egg wash, and this is cornmeal.
Right.
Where I'm from, we always use white.
Okay.
Nothing against yellow cornmeal.
But let's go.
But this is what I grew up on. This is what I like to use.
And it's your recipe.
Yeah.
You're doing it your way, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Another secret that I have is if you take a little bit of brown sugar.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah, you take a little
Nice.
brown sugar, just a pinch, on each side of the tomato.
That's a great secret because sometimes the tomatoes are very tart.
We're basically just going to do a standard 3-step breading. Just a little bit of flour first, into the egg wash, and into the cornmeal. Make sure you get a nice good coating of cornmeal on these. A lot of people like to deep fry their tomatoes, but I grew up without a deep fryer, so I had to learn how to pan fry.
And most people at home don't have a
Yeah.
deep fryer, so
Yeah.
this is something we can do. Hot cast iron.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the only way to go. You're gonna put a nice amount of oil in here. So we're just gonna lay these in here. A few minutes on each side.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Popcorn, that's what you're looking for, right? That nice
yeah,
golden brown you were talking about?
Absolutely.
And I'll tell you, with a hot pan,
And then-
hot oil,
yeah.
a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Now a couple of minutes on that side.
Yeah, a couple minutes on this side, and then
And-
like I said, we'll show you how we do it here at Azure.
Looking forward to that one. And there's a bonus that comes with them. Azure's pickled okra.
So basically, you're just gonna start with a about 6 cups of water here.
Okay.
I got about 4 cups of vinegar. This is apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar.
That's
okay.
personally my favorite vinegar. White distilled vinegar that a lot of people use is basically good for washing windows, and that's about
There's
it.
a secret
That's
reveal
about
right
it.
there. Popcorn's telling
That's
you.
about it. Yeah.
Go for the apple cider
Yeah,
vinegar
apple
when you're
cider
using
vinegar.
it.
A couple cups of sugar, a few tablespoons of mixed peppercorns here, a couple of bay leaves, some mustard seeds, and a couple tablespoons of coriander. All of this goes into a pot. You let it come to a boil. We use a lot of these quart containers around here. So basically we just put our okra into these and pour the pickling liquid right
So
over.
you pour it into here.
Yeah.
With the cover the entire okra.
Yeah.
Seal it back up.
Seal it
how
up. A week to 3. That's been sitting for about 2 weeks now. And we've got these cut in half too. We like to stack these in kind of like a little tower with pimento cheese right in between. And you can just use any pimento cheese recipe for this. You know, everybody's got their own way of making pimento cheese.
And it's popular.
This is just a tomato jam that we make here in house. Just a lot of tomatoes, onions, you know, different spices just boiled down. We got a little vinegar and sugar to this. We do a few of these pickled okra that we've seen earlier.
No one else is doing fried green tomatoes like this. They do fried green tomatoes, but not like this. I gotta taste this. I mean, I love the combinations that's going on, so I hope you don't mind if I give this a nice little taste. This looks absolutely fabulous. God, I gotta get some of that pimento cheese.
Yeah.
There it is. All right, popcorn, that's the best I've had on fried green tomatoes. That is downtown Triple Crown, because that is a winner through and through. I mean, you have the green, but then you have the sweetness of the jam. That's jamming. Popcorn,
Thank you.
awesome, man. Wow. Still to come, Appalachian food goes contemporary. We'll get the secrets to making bourbon smoked grits. That is smoking. And a collard green sauce that goes great with seafood. I want to dive in immediately.
All right.
Plus, Jeremy Ashby's take on hot wings, made not with chicken, but with pork.
Very good, very good.
All that and more still ahead when we come back to Azure on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs is presented by the Kentucky Beef Council. Beef, it's what's for dinner. And the Kentucky Department for Travel and Tourism. Have a seat at our table.
Enjoy Lexington's premier wine bar and wine shop. Wines on Vine has hundreds of wines to choose from. Take a bottle home or enjoy it with an exquisite lunch or dinner in our bistro. A wide selection of beer and spirits, too. Wines on Vine, Wine Shop and Bistro, downtown on Old Vine Street.
The Kentucky Beef Council presents Beef Secrets.
One of the easiest ways to cook beef is in a slow cooker. It's low maintenance and full of flavor. You can actually use a less tender cut of beef when cooking with a slow cooker. Or you can even use stew beef or beef tips. You could use a beef round rump roast, you could use a top round roast or a bottom round roast, or you could even use a chuck roast. Using these less tender cuts of beef is a great way to stretch your dollar, because generally they are less expensive. No matter what cut you use in a slow cooker, the secret is to sear your beef on all sides before you put it in. Browning the beef on all sides will actually lock in that wonderful beef flavor before you put it in the crock pot. After you've seared the beef, add just a can of diced tomatoes that's chili style and a can of assorted olives. Put the lid on it and let it cook for about 5 hours. The secret is keep a lid on it and don't peek. After 5 to 8 hours, your beef will be fork tender and ready to enjoy. And don't be afraid to think outside the box when using your slow cooker. You can have options like a beef wrap when using shredded beef, or even beef tips over rice with a little bit of canned tomatoes, olives, and feta cheese. Beef started in the morning, and it's what's for dinner tonight.
Game day, date night, lunch or dinner. It's all good at Saul Good Restaurant and Pub.
Saul Good.
Fresh, chef-inspired food in a casual, elegant atmosphere with craft beer and cocktails. No matter what the occasion, it's all good at Saul Good Restaurant and Pub.
3, 2, one.
Fresh, exciting flavors at the local taco. Drop in for delicious tacos, enchiladas, salads, and incredible homemade margaritas. It's Tex-Mex Bluegrass style, made with local ingredients and southern culture. The local taco on South Limestone.
Welcome back to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Tim Laird at one of our favorite places to eat, Azure Restaurant and Patio.
Azure is home to some of Lexington's favorite food and one of the top chefs, Jeremy Ashby.
Jeremy has always been out front when it comes to the farm-to-table movement. He's been dedicated to using as many local ingredients as possible, ever since Azure opened more than a decade ago, and people can't seem to get enough of it.
The freshness, the quality.
You're always supporting all the local farmers, brewers, bourbons. Yeah, you've always been about that, Jeremy. That's what I love about you.
They're good, and I just think it's the right thing to do.
The dedication to local doesn't stop in the kitchen.
We've got a great craft beer selection, and we love seeing all the local breweries pop up. So, you know, as soon as they go to canning, they're right in this restaurant. You can try them.
That's great.
They have great wine and cocktails and food.
And Azure also has one of my favorite patios in all the Bluegrass.
Absolutely. Look at the gardens. They're beautiful.
They have one of the greatest patios in Lexington.
It's fantastic. I really love it.
We love it out here. It's keeps everything cool.
We love the French doors that open up into it that kind of give you a flow from inside to out. We have a farmer's market every Thursday night and Saturday morning on the patio.
And it's a real farmer's market.
Bluegrass Farmers Market, which is the people that host this market on our patio, are a Kentucky market, which means everything has to be grown here in Kentucky. There's no reselling, so you're not going to find bananas and pineapples in May on our patio.
Azure's menu is always changing with the seasons, and the innovations never seem to stop. This is Jeremy's latest creation, chicken wings made with pork belly.
It resembles really good buffalo wings.
Complete dude food.
It's about as good as they get as far as I'm concerned. They keep me coming back. Absolutely.
So, how do you make wings with the other white meat? Chef Jeremy is ready to reveal the secrets, starting with the pork belly.
I love it. Berkshire pork belly, which you know, the Berkshire pigs are bred for more of their fat and flavor, right?
A lot of fat, marbling, which is good.
Look at all that, marbling through here. And, most of the pigs and hogs we have now are really just lean as chicken.
Right.
So this is not the case. This is going to be all good, mouth-coating yumminess. We're going to smoke it. We're going to braise it in beer. And then we're gonna, fry it, roll it in hot sauce like it's a chicken wing, but it's a boneless wing.
Who would have known you could do pork wings? And of course, that's the old saying, when pigs fly, so they must have wings.
Right.
So what do we need to do first, Jeremy?
We got to get a good smoke on this pork belly. I mean, you don't traditionally have that with chicken wings, but why not? I mean, smoke is flavor.
All right, so let's head to the smoker and get that baby going.
Let's roll it up.
All right. I think we found the smoker, Jeremy. There it is. It's smoking. It smells great.
It's nothing fancy. I mean, you don't really need that. You just need hard, good real wood and real smoke to smoke. I mean, that's what barbecue is about. And this is kind of a little bit of spin on barbecue. You want smoked pork belly, right? We want to play on chicken wings and blue cheese and hot sauce, right? So lots of celery seed here, salt and pepper. Very simple. We're going to put it on pretty liberally. And of course, you want to put it on both sides because who likes one-sided food, right? I mean, that's just not fun. Yeah,
doesn't that look
both
beautiful
sides.
too? I'll tell you what, as we
we talked about those Berkshires, just heavy marbling, all about fat, which is flavor. Yeah, you got that right.
We know that.
So we're gonna get this guy on the smoker, and watch your eyes, man, because if you haven't smoked in a while, this is gonna bring it to you.
All right,
big time smoke coming out of here.
Look at that. Now that is smoking. That's what they call smoking.
Woo!
Well, once we're in, how long are we going to smoke that for, Jeremy?
I want to get a good 45 minutes of heavy smoke on it before we go into the oven and braise it with our beer.
Okay, so that's what'll finish it off.
It's hot wings and beer, man. It's all about the epitome of the best chicken pork wings you could ever have.
And I'll tell you what, that's the innovation that you're always doing. I'm telling you, you always have something special and it always goes together. Beer and wings.
Good stuff.
All right, Jeremy, it's been 45 minutes. We put a nice smoke on it, so what's the next step?
Next, we're going to braise this pork belly in a beautiful mixture of mirepoix. But we've added jalapenos and good heirloom tomatoes, but it's celery, onions, and carrots and the basis of a lot of stuff. There's also some ginger in here, too, mostly because I love the broth that this makes over time in the oven, right?
I bet. It's incredible.
So, got a good local IPA, West 6.
Love
Give it
that.
A try.
Oh, so I can try it, too.
Well, sure, why not?
We can both have it.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers, yeah.
Cheers.
We're going to load this up.
And that's
now,
what's going to help braise everything, as you said, and it's going to come together.
Yeah, it's really important, though, with the pork belly, in my opinion, because it's such a fatty thing at the top, is what I'm going to do is I'm going to rest the belly on top of the mirepoix. Now what's going to happen, these vegetables are going to break down, the belly is going to sink in, but only the meaty part, and the fat's going to stay outside of the liquid. So if you put it in the oven, it's constantly getting crisp on the outside while the meat is just slowly braising to like mouth tender.
That is brilliant.
And yeah, that's the way you want to cook pork belly. Don't cover it, just let it braise in its liquid with the fat sitting outside. So this bad boy is going to go right into the oven, and we'll see it in about 2 hours.
All right. The oven is set at 300, so the pork belly can cook low and slow. After that, Jeremy cools it and then slices it.
They kind of resemble that 2-bone segment of a chicken wing, right?
Yep.
But no bones, just all pork and all good, right?
Makes it easy.
All right, so we're gonna go in the fryer,
all right,
and then I'm gonna show you how to plate this thing up.
Love it. All right.
What I like about this is it does kind of finish rendering the fat, so you're just not gonna get a big bite of just goo, right? It's gonna have some crispy, crunchy texture to it. Watch out for the popping. Be safe at home when you're frying, but there's nothing better than a little bit of that pork belly crisping up, right? This doesn't take long, maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes. It's already been cooked for days. You just want to heat it through and get that little brown coating on the outside. All right, these little piggies are looking perfect. So,
God, those look great, just as is, but now we're gonna spice them up, give them the wing love.
So we'll add buffalo sauce to this. Nothing special, just buy your favorite kind. I like Crystal a lot. So toss these lightly. I don't like get them completely coated because I want to see a little bit of that pork.
You bet. You don't want to cover up all that goodness and smoke and everything else you've done with these.
So I've got like a blue cheese and celery dressing here. And it's going to go right down onto the plate. But plenty of it because I like a lot of that good sauce.
You like to just dip it in there.
Right.
It's just good.
And then right in with nice fresh local cucumber. It really kind of cools things down. Scatter it out. And then we'll just lightly place these pork wings, so to speak, throughout the plate. Plenty of good, fresh, sweet corn relish right on the top. And then, a little bit more blue cheese crumbles because, this is kind of like a hot wing, right?
Right.
So we're going to put that right on the sauce again. And I don't know what else you could want than
I don't think
this.
you need anything else. That looks absolutely perfect. I've got to go in, check it out.
I'm trying it too.
Oh my God. Are you kidding?
This is exactly what we want to eat, right?
This is it. I mean, this is the ultimate in wings.
This is what dreams are made of.
This is so unique.
Complete dude food.
I've never had anything like this. It's true. Pigs do fly because this is going to be flying out of the kitchen.
I hope so.
And flying out of the restaurant. Again, the genius, the innovations that you come up with, Jeremy, it's just amazing to us.
I can't wait to feed you again, man.
I love it. There's still more ahead on today's menu at Azure. Next up, an old school Appalachian dish takes a few new age turns.
This is about as Appalachian as it gets, Deb, not gonna lie.
We're smoking grits, turning collard greens into a sauce, and much, much more when we come back on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
Distilled in downtown Lexington offers the best of fine dining, artful Southern cuisine with an exceptional selection of wines and bourbon. Winner of a 2015 Diner's Choice Award, Distilled serves elegant dinners every night, lunch Monday through Saturday. Distilled Restaurant and Bourbon Bar in Lexington's historic Gratz Park Inn.
Get a fresh start to your day at McGee's Bakery of Lexington. We make the biscuit and we make the sandwich. We make the croissant, and we make the sandwich. We make the bagel, and we make the sandwich. Try McGee's huge Philly cheesesteak, the club sandwich, or Italian subs, made to order and piled high with fresh ingredients. McGee's Bakery for cakes, cookies, and pies, breakfast and lunch, and the finest coffees in town. McGee's Bakery, family owned and operated since 1956 at the corner of East Main and South Ashland.
Come as you are to Azur Restaurant and Patio. Innovative cuisine by Chef Jeremy Ashby, made with fresh local ingredients. Enjoy a casual European atmosphere inside or on the spacious Azure patio. Azure Restaurant and Patio in Lexington's Beaumont Center.
It's time for another Secrets of Bluegrass Chef's Hotspot.
Secrets of Bluegrass Chef's Hotspots are brought to you by Cisco Louisville. Good things come from Cisco.
Anytime is a good time for tacos, and the local taco on South Limestone in Lexington is always a hotspot.
I think it's great. The food is really good.
These aren't your everyday tacos. They're made fresh with local ingredients. What else? And they come in all kinds of flavors. Steak, barbecue brisket, salmon, spicy scallop and shrimp tacos, tequila lime chicken, and even chicken and waffle tacos for brunch.
They come here for the best tacos ever.
And when you come to the local taco, come thirsty, because they have one of the best bars in town with made-from-scratch margaritas and the famous Beerita. Sit inside or on the patio for lunch, dinner, or just drinks, and you'll see why the local taco is one of Lexington's favorite hotspots.
Secrets of Bluegrass Chef's Hotspots are brought to you by Cisco Louisville. Good things come from Cisco.
Experience food and wine the way it's supposed to be at Enoteca in Lexington on Jefferson Street. Kentucky-inspired Spanish-style tapas made with fresh local ingredients, masterfully paired with exquisite and affordable wines. There's a big selection of craft beer and bourbon too. Small plates, big flavors. Experience Enoteca, Lexington's premier wine and tapas bar on Jefferson Street.
Reward yourself while supporting local business. Dine out with all your favorite food at Sutton's, an Italian restaurant with an American pub. Enjoy fresh family recipes that are all made to order. Half-price bottles of wine every Wednesday. And try Sutton's $7 lunch menu every day of the work week. Come in for happy hour, 2 to 7 and 10 to close. And the kitchen stays open till 2 a.m. Play bocce ball for free or join a league. It's the fun and food you crave at Sutton's, a locally owned Italian restaurant with an American pub at Locust Hill and Richmond Roads.
Thanks for joining us again for Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Tim Laird, and this time we're at Azure Restaurant and Patio in Lexington.
This has become one of Lexington's signature restaurants.
The food is 5-star, but the dining room is still very casual.
I like that because the dining room is a blank canvas and the food's the garnish.
It's really good.
We're an upscale restaurant in terms of food and service, but we're very casual.
It's a nice ambiance.
We always just say, come as you are.
As you are.
So we've got anybody from the governor, guys in tuxedos, to people on, t-shirts and shorts on the patio. And that's how we like it. Come as you are.
Whether it's fried green tomatoes with a contemporary twist or Jeremy Ashby's pork belly wings, a meal at Azure is always an adventure for your taste buds. Right now, Azure chef Joey Harrison is going to show us the secrets to a classic Appalachian dish with a few modern twists.
Today we're going to do the lowland trout dish. It's basically just a nice crispy skin, one-piece fish, and we're going to put that over some bourbon barrel smoked grits.
Step 1, you gotta smoke the grits. For that, we're gonna go outside to the Azure smoker, which is already ready to go.
What we do out here basically is we get these coals going, and then we'll put the charred chips from the inside of the bourbon barrels.
Right.
Where they char off the barrels and use it to flavor the bourbon. So we get a lot of that natural bourbony, deep, rich flavor gets incorporated into the smoke. But as you can see, these grits here, they've actually already obtained like a little bit of a yellow kind of richness to it.
I can see where the
right
smoke
there.
has imparted itself
Right.
into there.
If you dig on down in there, you see how the grits go back to white.
Yeah.
That's how you know whenever you're really getting that flavor to stick in there.
And enjoy, how long do we smoke for?
A couple of hours may do you.
Sure.
Or if you got a lot, size like this, probably about 7-8 cups, I'd say 3 hours or so. But I just try to make sure that they all get like churned around, they all get a little bit
flavor.
of surface
Everybody's
area.
smoked.
Yeah, because everybody knows that smoking's about the surface contact.
Right.
So.
And then we go in and cook them, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Once smoked, the chef cooks the grits like you normally would, and then he adds a few more secrets just before serving them.
I'm gonna add a little bit of fresh local goat cheese here. It's just gonna give it that nice richness that you're gonna want in the background. I'm gonna go ahead and bump them up just a touch in the salt and pepper. Here at the very end, we're gonna add a pinch of herbes de Provençal. You've got rosemary, thyme, and parsley in here. That's just gonna give it that nice, refreshing, herbaceous note you want in there.
For a garnish to the fish, Chef Joey will whip up a quick corn relish. It's easy to do when you learn the secrets.
A little bit of red onion. We're gonna do the same thing to this jalapeno. We're just gonna make sure we take the seeds out. That way nobody gets that real sharp bite, if you will.
So you still get a little heat, but not the,
all
the sharpness.
Just kind of grab a bunch of different, really bright, refreshing, crisp vegetables that everybody likes to eat. And just make like a nice little salsa out of that. Just gonna throw those over in a bowl, whatever you wanna mix yours in. I'm gonna come in here, just shave this corn down off the cob. Make sure you don't cut into the cob, Tim. Right in here, there's little spots in the cob. A lot of people try to gouge into the corn cob, and then you get that little bit of hardness when you eat it.
It almost bitters. Yeah, you want the creamy outside texture of the kernels.
Now we're just gonna throw this over in here.
Beautiful.
A little bit of salt and pepper.
And finally, the chef adds fresh lime juice.
Limes, you don't really have to worry about the seeds so much, so I'm just gonna squeeze it right into there.
And that's gonna wake everything up too. I love that about the citrus. It just takes all those flavors of every ingredient, and kicks them up.
The chef has also prepared a traditional pot of collard greens.
Very traditional.
He'll use some of the liquid in the pot to create a sauce that he calls a pot liquor jus.
We're gonna cook a lot of the moisture out of it and concentrate these flavors a little bit.
He cooks the liquid from the greens with butter and a secret ingredient.
Right at the end of the pot liquor jus here, I like to add just a splash of Worcestershire. It's gonna give you that little bit of darkness that you're looking for. It's also gonna give you that rich sharpness. I personally prefer the Kentucky Yankee bourbon barrel Worcestershire just because it ties back into all the other bourbon barrel flavors we do.
And now finally, the star of the dish, the fish.
Time for the trout.
Absolutely. Basically, we're gonna start with this nice piece of rainbow trout. Just a nice little creek fish. We're gonna go ahead and salt it fairly heavily, but I'm gonna wait to pepper it. A lot of people like to pepper before they go into their oil. I'm trying to get in the habit of not doing that. I wait until I flip my fish and then pepper it at the end. Pepper obtains a bitterness whenever it goes into oil.
Okay.
Because that little bit of bitterness on the end, you don't really need it if you can avoid it, right?
What a great secret that is. I mean,
so make sure we got plenty of oil to go around the edges of the fish.
That's because you want that skin really crispy, right? Is that what
Right.
you're looking for?
Yeah. You see how the grease is smoking there? It's up like past its smoke point, if you will. It's going to start to break down, so you got to move fairly quick.
Okay.
You want to get right in that perfect temperature window between your oil starting to break down in smoke and your pan not being hot enough to actually get that nice initial crispiness that you're going to want on your fish skin. I like to swirl my fish in the pan, Tim, just to make sure that it gets like different sides of the pan are going to be a little bit hotter.
Joey, I like your technique. That is excellent.
Right.
At this point, you could have a glass of wine or another beer or a bourbon, right?
Well, I don't know, not for me.
No, not for the chef. But if you're doing it at home, this is kind of that time you do that.
Right. You've got a good 4 or 5 minutes here where you can do whatever you like.
That could be a couple of items. Look at that.
All right.
See, crispy.
Right.
Oh,
you've got that
that's what
nice,
you want.
rich brownness, but not too far. Okay?
Right.
If you touch it, you actually can feel it. Here over the next minute or so, it'll sit and rest and get a little crispier, but it's already got that nice firmness to it around the edges and such.
Exactly what you want, right there.
That's exactly what you're looking for.
The only thing left to do now is put everything on a plate so we can eat.
I like to go grits down on the plate.
Next comes the seared trout right on top of the grits, and then those good old Kentucky collard greens.
Got the sauce.
Beautiful rich sauce.
Just a little bit around the edge there. Got your corn salsa as well. Throw that right there in the middle. I like to add these pickled scallions right here. Just gonna add like a nice little cleansing note to it there. Little microgreens never hurt, right?
Perfect.
This is about as Appalachian as it gets, Tim. Not gonna lie. I'm ready for you to dive in.
I want to dive in immediately.
All right. There it is.
Oh, boy.
All right. It's very simple.
This is
very
culinary
simple.
art at its best. I mean,
absolutely.
And down home. That is awesome. Joey, thank you so much, man.
Tim,
I'll
glad
tell
you enjoyed it.
You're doing some incredible things over here.
Thanks to Chef Joey, Jeremy, and Popcorn for sharing their secrets from Azure.
I'm Tim Laird, and we'll see you next time.
take your taste buds on vacation at Brasabana. Bold Caribbean flavors that will remind you of sunshine and warm tropical breezes. Fresh and authentic Cuban recipes and dozens of premium rums behind the bar. Taste paradise at Brasabana on Lane Allen Road.
Fresh, exciting flavors at the local taco. Drop in for delicious tacos, enchiladas, salads, and incredible homemade margaritas. It's Tex-Mex Bluegrass style, made with local ingredients and Southern culture. The local taco on South Limestone.